What's up everyone, it is TB here, and it looks like the FNAF movie was an overwhelming success for the fans. Finally, after all these years, Scott's amazing, game creation was finally debuted on the big screen, and it was really, really cool. I think it's also worth mentioning there was a really wholesome TikTok from Matthew Lillard. It was during the actors strike, actually. Yeah, it was really cool to see him thanking all the fans for the movie. He just seems like such a great guy, and I'm so glad that he was able to nail the role of William Afton.
Here's the question. The question is pretty simple, actually. Am I allowed to, in this moment of being on strike, am I allowed to say thank you to fans? I think I should be able to say thank you to fans. I am not well versed in the ways of striking. Let's go, my brothers and sisters on the striking line. But I want to say thank you to fans for coming out and see a movie that I'm in. What if we just don't mention the movie? What if I don't say the name of the movie, but at the same time I say, hey, oh my God! A lot of people came out to support that movie, and it makes me super happy. Thank you for supporting the movie that I'm not even gonna say the name. So I can't be kicked out of my union. I don't even know if I'm doing laps. And I don't know if the dishes are clean.
I love the movie. Just all the, how detailed the set was, the animatronics, the soundtrack was a banger with some really creepy parts to it as well. It was really atmospheric. And there was a lot more mystery surrounding the movie as opposed to horror, non-stop horror, which fits the franchise though, because, everyone's always making theories about it, and having so much secrets and little Easter eggs hidden in the movie really suits the franchise. And I think the direction of a PG-13 rating to cater to everyone and help as many people see the movie as possible while still making it for the fans, I think that was just an excellent choice. I think they should have put a bit more jump scares in the film. I really did like the characters. I think Mike Schmidt, played by Josh Hutcherson, he did an amazing job as him. I really felt connected to the character, and I liked his relationship with his sister Abby. Oh, spoilers, by the way. If you're watching this video and you haven't seen the movie, go watch it now. And yeah, and I just can't believe that he would give up his sister Abby to these animatronics, but they kind of made you believe that they were kind of messing with his mind in his dream. So that was pretty cool. And I really loved the idea of the dream theory that was carried through. Matthew Lillard, man. He was so good as William Afton, and there's just small little details that are just for the fans are really, really cool. They had the rainbow from FNAF World on the ice cream shop. That was cool. It gave me honestly Stranger Things vibes, especially the opening credits with like the red lettering and the music and the time period it's set in. I believe it was confirmed by Emma Tammy in a recent interview that it takes place in the year 2000.
The film is set in the year 2000, and we're flashing back to 80s and 90s eras, and I think I particularly and Scott wanted to pay homage to those time periods and the way that movies were made back then. And
this movie was just crazy. It was really, really fun to watch, and I loved Matpat's appearance in it. That was crazy too.
Sparkies, could I set you folks up with some appetizers?
We are not eating.
You do realize that lunch is the most important meal of the day.
Thought it was breakfast.
Some people say that, but
That's just a theory. A game theory. I'm in the FNAF movie!
And there was another guy, Corey X Kenshin. He's a YouTuber. I actually never watched any of his videos or really heard of him. But I'd like to see Markiplier appear in the next one. That would be cool too. And so yeah, this was a really solid start. Here we go. We got a behind the scenes look at all of the animatronics back in the day when they were like all clean, as you can see. And yeah, here we have a young Vanessa, the same actress who's holding an airplane. From Mike's brother Garrett, who died. And instead of the spring trap next to the girl, which we actually got in the movie, I guess this would have been a photograph of her with the whole cast of animatronics. And look, Foxy has legs. Foxy has legs, man. That reminds me of like Sesame Street or like the Muppets or something, like those fuzzy legs. So yeah, we also got some new behind the scenes photos of the cast. So here we have the kid crew here, the child animatronic crew. Here they are walking in the woods. This is to the, I guess the camping ground where we saw, or the picnic area where we saw Garrett being taken and all the kids, approaching Mike. It also sort of combines things from other games beyond FNAF 1 as well. And there's a lot of directions the sequels can go in now, and this franchise can go in. Here is my synopsis for the next film. Moving forward, Mike Schmidt himself is still unemployed, so he's gonna need a job, and obviously he can't go back to the pizzeria after the destruction caused by the spirits of the children who punished William Afton for what he did. And why would he want to? I mean, both him, his sister, and Vanessa almost died there, right? Well, how about another Five Nights at Freddy's Pizzeria establishment? Maybe one that is much older with the toy animatronics. So yeah, the puppet that was teased at the end of the film. So yeah, what are the references to the puppet that are hidden within the FNAF movie? Well, if you actually stayed through the credits, there's a song called My Grandfather's Clock, and it's the same OST as the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 game. At the end of the movie, at the very end, I'm about to play it now, they spell out the letters COME FINDME. So that is clearly spelling out "come find me," and many people believe that is Mike's brother Garrett, sort of reaching out to him. It's going to be probably his brother Garrett. It might not be though. He might be possessing some other animatronic, maybe Balloon Boy. I mean, Balloon Boy was also everywhere in this first film, but I think again that was just another tease for the second film, but maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, that little Balloon Boy figurine, I'm not sure what that's going to come to either, but that could be paid off in the sequel, right? So if we are in an older establishment with the toy animatronics, because yeah, the second game is meant to be before the first, so this will work really well. The animatronics from the first film also could reappear here in their withered forms, as perhaps they were damaged during the collapse of the pizzeria in the first film. This is where the puppet could appear and be revealed to be Mike's younger brother Garrett by the end of the movie. But how could the puppet be hostile to our favorite security guard when they're meant to be brothers? What's going to make them want to attack him, right? Well, first of all, his sister Abby probably will not be there. He's probably not going to take any chances with her again. He now realizes that he values her and, wants to keep her safe. What can make Garrett want to attack his brother Mike? Well, what if Garrett has grown resentful over the years? The trauma of being taken and seeing his brother out the car window, failing to save him, before being brutally murdered, has left its mark. Or maybe what if Garrett doesn't even remember or want to remember his old family? I mean, his new family of, the toy animatronics is all he needs, and some wind-up music to keep him feeling happy. Because, that was the mechanic in the second game. So yeah, Mike could be told about the music box and the iconic Freddy mask, that you wear to make them disappear, from an appearance by none other than Scott Cawthon himself. Yes, I really want him to appear as the phone guy in the next one, just as he does in the games. I think that would be really, really faithful to the games. Again, this is just some fun speculation. And if there was a third film, alright, they could go back to the establishment from the first film and have it be run down with Springtrap, though as to why Mike would return there would be unclear. Because in the second movie, if he does work in an establishment again, why would he ever want to go a third time? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, is he that desperate for money? Can he not find any other job? Literally any other job? That'll be interesting. But I guess, again, the reason would be to find his brother Garrett. I mean, that's the driving force for him to be doing all this. But now he knows their weaknesses, so that's interesting as well. The toy animatronics from FNAF 2 might not have the same weakness, because they're on older models. Maybe they don't have the same weakness. I really want to see Mike, who now cares about Vanessa, because he holds her hand obviously in the hospital, running from Vanny and trying to escape from her, and then realizing that it's Vanessa. But yeah, who knows what could happen? It's just a whole line of speculation. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe down below. I would really appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.